Hello, and welcome back to Terraria, Colbaria. Last time, we managed to defeat Plantera for the first time and get a temple key. There's multiple dungeons on this map, since it's a custom map. But one of them is right over here, and I think I would like to go head over to that dungeon first thing for today. And I think I've got appropriate inventory, I've got some decent buffs and healing potions, and so I think we'll be in good shape, but I'll meet you guys over at the entrance to the dungeon and we'll see what it has in store. Alright, so I've reached the entrance of the dungeon, and we'll see how it goes right at the beginning and decide if I need to start using various buffs and different things, but let's go ahead and unlock the door and see what the dungeon has in store. And so now one of the things that I definitely expect is lots in the way of traps, and so we will keep our eyes out for those. Obviously these spikes over here deal tons of damage, and I think they're the only things I see so far, but I'm sure there'll be... Oh, looks like there's some kind of trap right here. Let's go ahead and pick it up. Okay, it was just connected to this pressure plate that's right here. I'm actually going to put a pressure plate on the bar, just so that I can scroll to it and be able to see all the red wire that is around in this place. And let's also throw a glow stick down here. Okay, the floor is entirely covered in spikes there, it seems like. So let's try to use the Ivy Whip. And can I see? Okay, there is a place over there, and it's covered completely. Oops. It's completely covered in pressure plates over there, I can see. And so I think I will kind of get myself, hello, jungle bat, over to this wall. And what is the best way to get over here without taking damage? Oh, all right, I hit the pressure plates. We set off a bunch of little spiky traps, but I think those are the only ones that are right here. And so we'll give those a moment to dissipate. The traps in here are quite dangerous. They deal a ton of damage. And I just saw those dart traps as well. Okay, look at all of this. Look at all this wire that's hooked up to all of these pressure plates. Even in a normal dungeon, I presume this is going to be a custom dungeon. Even in a normal dungeon, there will be tons of these traps. I see some spike traps up on the ceiling, so let's go ahead and start taking them out. But yeah, even in a normal dungeon, there'll be tons of traps. I expect that this one has been either completely made or otherwise customized by this map maker. And so I expect there to be kind of like extra tricks and traps and different things. But we'll see what actually happens. But for the most part, I'm surviving okay here. Alright, and so I think we've kind of seen all of the traps that were right there. Let's go ahead and harvest these things up, because they will be useful for some of my own event arenas if I decide to play with that more later. And I need to also keep in mind, remember... Whoa, what is going on over there? I don't know why these guys were originally taking a bunch of damage. I guess they were some dart traps. I need to keep in mind... What was I saying? Oh, dear! Alright. Need to keep in mind that everywhere is going to be trapped. There's going to be pressure plates everywhere on the floor. Health is still kind of staying up. I see the pressure plate over here. Oh, boy. Yes. Rather than try to do any spur-of-the-moment storytelling, let's just focus on the matter at hand and try not to get hit by any more traps if possible. That sounds like a terrific idea. So yes, I presume that regardless of whether this was made by the map maker or is... Oh, boy. That's a lot of spiky ball traps, and those things do a ton of damage. Regardless of whether this is part of the normal map or made by the map maker, that we're going to find the... I forget what it's called. The place where you fight the Golem. And so that will also be a nice thing to do because the Golem has some good drops. And so we may be able to farm that particular boss monster, presuming we make it all the way through this temple. But one thing at a time. Alright, let's hold this really quick. Not seeing any wires kind of coming up directly ahead. But let's switch back to it. Okay, there is a wire over here that's connected to a spiky ball trap right here. So go ahead and grab that. And anything else over here? I don't see anything. Oh, look, there's like a tiny little room up here. What's this? Any traps here? Not that I see. So this already seems like custom terrain generation to me, because I don't think typically the jungle temple has like little secret rooms like this. And more gold bars. That definitely seems like the type of thing that the map maker would leave for us. See, now this is a clever trap. Because now that I've walked up here, I can't walk back, because I don't have the ability to break either of these things. I'm not sure if I could use a hammer on them. I don't have a hammer in my inventory right now. However, I do have one in the piggy bank. And so if we get out the piggy bank, which means I need to craft a wooden platform to put the piggy bank on, and then get it out of the safe. I do have a hammer. Oops. I do have a hammer inside the piggy bank, and I'm wondering if I can hammer these things into, yeah, like half steps and different things so that I can actually get through here. Yeah, that does actually work. Alright, so maybe I'll leave the hammer in my inventory in case I need it. But that's a clever little, I don't know that it's so much of a trap as just kind of a ruse? What's the word I'm looking for? But we'll have to do that in a couple of places in order to get back out of here, because you can often move forward up through an area and not be able to step back down unless you kind of hammer the blocks into a different shape. Okay, I see more spiky ball traps right here. So let's, oh crap, alright. Let's go ahead and get them and throw some light down and see, okay, I think we got both of the traps that were hooked up over here. Oh boy, nope. There's another pressure plate right here that set off some darts. Alright, any other lights, or any other traps? That seems to be it. So yeah, I guess it's mostly because of the fact that I'm wearing the turtle armor, which has such a huge defense, that I'm not taking a ton of damage here. Because I have managed to set off a bunch of traps, despite trying very hard not to. I guess I'm just not very good at this game. On this particular morning. Alright, we've got something hooked up to a light switch over here. And then some other traps over there. I'm actually going to step on this one. Okay, it does just turn on a bunch of lights. Okay. So that is cool. We turned on a bunch of lights in here. And any other things hooked up? It looks like these are all hooked up to the light switches. Alright, so I think we're kind of safe around here. This awesome weapon that we got during the solar eclipse has the advantage of being able to hit monsters through walls, and so I will definitely take advantage of that. And, okay, we got another trap coming up over here. And it looks like, are all these traps? Yeah, we got lots of dart traps and flame traps and all kinds of things in the wall. So let's just try to mine as many of these out as we can. Alright, what else we got coming up? I can't see... Oh! Found the pressure plate. I was gonna say, I can't see where the pressure plate is. Found it! Found it, people. Alright, let me give these things a chance to dissipate. Alright, the spikes from the spiky balls have gone away. I think the pressure plate is right there. There we go. Seems like the spiky balls are above the spike traps on the ceiling, which is very mean. And, alright. And then we have a bunch of flame traps over here as well. So let's go ahead and take them out. I guess I can go ahead and hit this guy through the wall. And then... Oh! Yeah! Oh gosh, I'm gonna get repeatedly hit by these things. Alright. Gosh, yeah, spiky balls. Spiky balls are no laughing matter. Alright, I see the pressure plate over here now. And then we're gonna have to chop through some spikes over here, it seems. Fortunately, this pick goes through them pretty quickly. Let me dig through all this really quick. Alright, the wooden spikes have been dug through. Oh, interesting. There was actually a button that was going to toggle those active and inactive. So like that wall could just like, all of a sudden, wall of spikes, you could get past this area. And then as you were trying to retreat, the wall of spikes would be there. I think is the intention of what was there. Apparently something had already set it off, and so it was already there kind of before I arrived. But that is fascinating and clever. I don't think I've ever seen active and inactive bricks coupled with those spike traps before. So the map maker is actually up to a lot of clever shenanigans here. Alright, let's throw another glow stick down just to get a little bit of a sense of what's down here. Yeah. Hello, bad guy. Alright, a bunch of bad guys down here, so let's Actually, I've got a perfect weapon for these guys, just walking back and forth down here. Let's put out the rain clouds. And I can see that there's traps down here. It looks like there's a safe place to stand right there. And so I think I'm going to go for that. But first, it looks like these guys are kind of closer to right underneath where I'm standing. So let's do this. Cut down on the number of monster spawns we got over here. And I just want to quickly see, yeah, it looks like those are the only traps that are there. And it looks like actually the pressure plate is kind of to the right. And so I can stand safely over here. Take out these traps. And then, where was that pressure plate? There it is, I see it. Ooh, and we're near Crimson, apparently. Oh, yeah, there was Crimson to the right of here. So that was a Crimson monster who just came over towards me. Alright, we'll kill some more bad guys. And see what traps are in store next. I'm not seeing any right here other than these wooden spikes, so I'm just going to dig them up. Alright, past the wooden spikes, the next trap is coming up right here. And I think it might have been wired. No, it was just wired across here. Okay. Ooh, what is this thing? Lizard Furnace. Can be used for special crafting. I don't actually know what that is. That's a new item to Brian. So that's a little bit interesting. My inventory is starting to get filled with crap, and so let me drop some things off. Inventory having been managed, let's continue on. And see what there is to see. More loot chests. Presumably more traps. Yes, there they are. I see you. Let's go ahead and harvest these things up. And what do we have next? I haven't seen any monsters in a while, which makes me think that all the monsters have like spawned in some room below me or above me, and at some point I'm going to get very swarmed by them. So let's kind of keep that in mind. More traps to disable. More crazy lizard enemies. I don't imagine that there are like lizard spawners in this game, so I don't think we'll have to worry about any spawner traps like we did down in that like under ocean piranha dungeon. What kind of trap do I have over here? Something hooked up to the ceiling. Yep, I see them. Okay. Got the rain clouds doing some work on the guys below. And I can see more spiky ball traps right here. Won't be able to disable all of them from this particular angle. But what I can do is I can go, whoop, zing. Thank you, Ivy Whip. You were the best grappling hook. Alright, and let's throw some light down here. Alright, let's rain on these guys' parade. And what kind of traps? Just spiky ball traps and the thing above. Okay, so I think I'm safe to go down here. Get some more light on the situation. Another trap coming up over here, and there were kind of two directions to go. I could go left or right. This one seems like it's going a ways. Let me check out to the left. We might be at the edge. Hello. Might be at the edge of whatever's over here. Looks like perhaps. Yes, this is kind of the left edge of the dungeon over here, it appears. Yeah, I can see the normal jungle off on the left side of the screen. So let's continue to the right. Alright, here we go once again with another one of these things that presumably is active and active. Yeah, there was a pressure plate up there that I already took out. So apparently this is another example of kind of a spike trap that was going to close off behind us potentially if we did the wrong thing. But no worries, we found it beforehand. I don't know what this thing is with the fires burning here, but it looks cool. There's also some traps over here that I see coming, so I will deal with them. It looks like there's some traps in the ceiling as well. I'm aware of the fact that I'm taking this area very slowly, but from experience, if you rush into this area, you'll just get annihilated. These traps, it's mostly the traps, and then the monster is just kind of, you know, like the cream on top or something. The monsters so far really have not been bad, but all of the traps combined, the wooden spikes will poison you and deal damage, and as will the dart traps. Okay, my inventory is filled up again. Okay, I can see that there's a lot of traps below here, and so I'm kind of worried about this. Let's see. Let's do one thing at a time. First off, there's still a spike up here that I haven't managed to get. And then... Alright, let's get this raining on the guys. The traps, looks like the pressure plates are almost right below me. I think there's a safe place to stand here, actually. Yes, there is. Great. That helps a whole lot. Just one tiny piece of floor where I can stand makes a huge difference. in terms of being able to get down here and disarm these traps. Alright, there we go. Alright, there's a Crimson Axe over here. We're right on the edge of the Crimson at the right side of this, and so I've also been getting some Souls of Night, which is actually very good, because I don't have that many Souls of Night, and so I kind of needed to farm some up anyway. I managed to get 8 of them already, so that is actually quite useful. And I think this thing over here is actually the Lizard Furnace, that special crafting thing that I picked up earlier. That's what it looks like when you set it down, I think. And I see you, Trap. Nice try. There's a saying that patience is a virtue, and I think perhaps that saying was made with the Jungle Temple in mind. Yeah, I'm going very slowly here. But it's keeping me alive quite well. Ouch! That's not ironic at all. Oh wow, when I was walking past here, I didn't even notice. We've got like little scorpion terrariums below, and they actually look kind of cool. I've never actually made that. I know you can make like glass terrariums and then the various little critters in the game that you can catch with the bug net or whatnot. You can put them in little terrarium houses, but I've never actually done it to see what they look like. And apparently one of the things they look like is what we just saw right over there. And this looks like, okay, that button just turned off of these walls, and if I hit it again, it'll turn them on. Gotcha. Alright, for safety, we're going to mine all of these out. Because presumably somewhere past here, there'll be another button that switches it back the other way. And would try to lock us in behind it. Alright, I'm seeing the bottom curvature of this area, so I think we must be getting... Oh, hello. We must be getting near the bottom of it, because as you can see in the bottom left, it's starting to curve back in on itself. And so, hopefully, we will make it to a Golem statue in here, or perhaps some other gigantic trap that I am not able to anticipate. Alright, sure enough, there's a Golem statue, so that's good. I guess it's actually called the Lizard Altar, isn't it? One of the nice things done by the map maker is made it kind of easy to have good boss fighting arenas, and so this is one of them. This is a nice big kind of open square room. I've gone ahead and set up a heart lantern and a campfire, and I guess actually for safety's sake I should also go ahead and kind of box this off so we don't have other enemies coming in. But let's go ahead and try taking on the Golem. This enemy is kind of easy to cheese from what I remember, unless they've changed it. I'm going to try to mostly just kind of fight him in an open room and have fun with it, but I will go ahead and, I think, set out the Nimbus Rod and go ahead and buff. Alright, but let's try it. Golem is awoken! Alright. What kind of weapons do I have, and are they going to be good against the Golem? Let's hope so. Right, he has a tendency to like jump up onto platforms and then possibly get stuck up in the air, so we might be able to take advantage of that. But it seems like so far he's not dealing a ton of damage to me, and I'm doing a fair amount of damage to him. Oh, I should definitely use the Golden Shower on him as a way to deplete his defenses before I do more attacks. And let's focus on that right-hand side fist, I think. Right, and then he starts shooting lasers, because really, what enemy in this game wouldn't start shooting lasers at you? And I guess they're somewhat dodgeable, but they'll get a bit more frenetic as time goes by. So I'm going to continue to focus on this right-hand side fist and see if I can break it off. So far, my health is staying up pretty well. Okay, right-hand side fist is good down, that's good. Let's get some more of these going, let's get the Golden Shower going again as well. Alright, and now let's try focusing on the other fist, I suppose. Health is still doing reasonably well. More lasers. And I don't have... I could use my, my gun, my ranged weapon. And now, I don't remember in this phase, do I go after the head or the body? I think it's the body, actually, that I want to do. Crap. Alright, yeah, I think it's this section right here. And then the head just kind of like flies around as a distraction or something. I think, maybe, possibly. Alright, I think we need to heal, so let's do that. But I think it's halfway down on hit points. I think we're going to be able to take this guy out. Alright, let's do that. Oh boy. Alright, switching weapons. Yeah, I think we're about to finish him off. Yay! And I got Beetle Husks 6. I think that's for even higher tier armor that I think might be relatively new in the game and that I've never experimented with before. That's kind of exciting. What else did we get from him? A Sunstone. Increases all stats if worn during the day. Beetle Husk. Golem Trophy. That's very nice. I'll put it on the wall here. Why not? And I don't know that there's a whole lot else in terms of the stuff that he has dropped, but we can fight him again and again and again, and so I think we're going to do that. Oh boy, I might need to heal. Nope, I did it without healing. Hooray! And... Deadly Picksaw! 210% pickaxe power. That is awesome. Capable of mining lizard bricks. That is a new pick. And that is the main drop that I actually wanted from him, and so that was super lucky to get on just the second time around, because I think he has a lot of different drops. I'm going to dump some more stuff up in the safe, and fight him a couple more times just for fun. Yeah, it seems this guy is pretty easy mode at the level of gear that I'm at. Also, if I stand right above him here, well, now that the head's come off, maybe it's going to deal some damage to me, but it seems like I can just sit here and hold down the button and do a pretty good job. This is not the best boss in the game, in my opinion. Even if you're not super geared up, I think he's one of the easier bosses for as late as it comes during the game. But what you gonna do? Yeah, definitely a pretty interesting boss. Pretty easy to kill. Oh, Eye of the Golem. That's actually a good thing, because I can combine that into some kind of emblem later on. And I'd forgotten about that one. That's an accessory, and so that's another good thing to get. Golem, you're going down again! Deal with it! Staff of Earth. I'm not sure what that one is, actually. This guy does have a lot of drops. Summons a powerful boulder. Oh, that's pretty cool. Neat. That's kind of fun. Alright, I'm actually struggling a little bit this time around. I think I didn't have my buff potions on at the beginning. And without them, I actually am taking a bit more damage. And so let's see if I can live through this fight as well. It's going to be a long time before I can heal. But I need to keep dealing damage as fast as possible, which reminds me I should get the rain clouds back out to make sure everybody has a crimson shower on them. Or whatever it's called. Oh gosh, I'm pretty low on life here. But he is too. Phew! Oh, that one was close. I got another picksaw. And anything else good? I don't think there's anything else new. Alright, I could fight him 6 more times if I wanted, but at this point I've gotten the drops that I'd really like to get. It looks like... can't tell. Looks like there's more space to the right of me here in the temple, possibly, and now that I have the picksaw, I believe I can actually chop through in order to get inside, and so I'm just going to do some digging over here just to see if there's anything to the right. Well, the question was, is there anything else to the right? And the answer was kind of yes and no. There is a whole section of the jungle temple that appears to just be solid blocks down here, which is not particularly interesting. But then it just seems to exit. And so I guess that was basically the whole temple. But that was pretty cool. Let's head back home. And if you didn't see, I guess I was just doing that off camera, probably, the digging. How fast this thing digs, this picksaw. Just watch this. This is pretty impressive. And that's without any mining potion or any mining buffs. So that is pretty super fast. So I like that a lot. Okay, the final thing that I'd like to do is check out what we can make with these beetle husks. We can make beetle wings, which are presumably good wings. We can make beetle leggings out of the turtle leggings. 18 defense, 6% increased movement speed and melee speed, as opposed to 17 defense. I see, so it looks like it might be slightly stronger armor. 32 defense versus 27 defense. Actually, somewhat significantly stronger armor. Scale mail. What's the difference between these? I see, extra melee and critical strike chance, but not as much defense. Fascinating. And then finally the helmet, 23 versus the current 21. Okay, so we could upgrade our armor and make some wings if I ever fight a wyvern in order to get some souls of flight. So that is pretty cool stuff, but we will save that for a future episode. I think for now, oops, spear traps can go back with all of my other lizard gear. that I just made a new chest for the most part. Got a chest over here. I've also got my guide voodoo dolls down in here, as well as some accessories from hard mode that eventually I'm going to combine into different things. But at this point, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Yeah, first dungeon seems pretty straightforward. It had a few extra traps that the map maker put in for us, but we're very well geared at this point, and so I don't know that we're going to run into a whole lot of trouble there. I think the hard mode dungeon will be more difficult, and so let's actually go and quickly see if we have another Plantera bulb here so that we could farm up another dungeon key for the next episode. Plantera, have you arrived over here? It doesn't look like you have, so I'm going to clear out all of the foliage that has grown in here so that we might get another Plantera bulb and be able to fight Plantera again. And next time, I guess we will probably go check on the dungeon temple, extra dungeon, whatever it was. I don't even know what to call it, really. But basically, if you recall, on the map, there is a second dungeon over here that needs a temple key in order to open. And so I think that that one will be super tough and exciting. So I will see you guys next time.